Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. So I definitely need to talk about this. My screen is buffering with you guys. And that's being cutthroat. Being more cutthroat. So I'm going to put you in my business just a tad, right? So y'all already know they've been watching my situation with the former relationship that I had. I'm saying former, although it hasn't officially ended on paper because of some of the things that's being said and some of the things that's transpiring within it. But people been telling me, and I've been thinking about this myself, that I need to be more cutthroat. And I didn't want to be cutthroat, John. I didn't. But it's like some stuff is low blows. It's like if you gonna hit me in the balls, then I'm gonna break your jaws. What do I mean by this? Some things was being said that would infer that I haven't been like a good father or anything. And I just couldn't believe. I blew up, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't believe what I was hearing because look, this how it is. A man shouldn't have to stop being a man because he has a wife or kids. Let's just be honest. The devil wins some battles. And this is how the devil is. The devil is definitely against me. The devil is is the chief op, because the devil knows who I am. Remember how I said, I know Jesus, I know Paul, but who are you? The devil don't say that about me, y'all. I'm going to tell you flat out. And so what the devil does sometimes, like, you have to be careful, you have to resist, is the devil are getting people who are not inhabited by the Spirit of the Most High. And when the devil gets in these people, they'll make trouble for you. And then once you are out of the picture, because let's say you having an impact in people's lives. Everywhere I go, I have an impact. That's not bragging. That's not a flex. It's just the truth. So the devil start picking. Like, I did my job, like even the last job. I did everything they asked. I did more than they was asked. But it wasn't good enough. And this is how I am. If I do for you and you don't appreciate what I do, you trying to act like I ain't doing nothing, I'm not going to keep doing for you. In that way, I am cutthroat. But I still need to be more. Because, like, I had people, they was in order. Like a lot of people, if you got rapport with them, a lot of people will listen to you a little more. And I'm sitting there controlling my dorms. And every time I look in the hall, they watching my dorm. Go watch the person that's bringing the drugs in. The devil be getting in people. If the devil know that you a macho man, like you a machismo guy, you masculine, he'll have people questioning your masculine, or she, because the devil is a liar. That's why you hear me saying that all the time. So the more masculine guys, somebody's going to question their masculinity. The more feminine guys, people are going to make them feel like they the real men, they the good men. The man that don't know how to lead, the man that don't stand up to women, that's the good man. That's the devil putting that in people's minds. I'm telling you. The Bible says she blinds the minds of them which believe not. So even in relationships, if one doesn't believe in the other, the devil's going to blind that person's mind to destroy that family. So I was sitting on the couch and I heard all type of laughing, having a good time like it was a party. And I'm thinking like, man, she don't even care. She don't care. Why do I? It's like either, I was thinking like, I'm sitting there like this. I'm shaking my head like, either she already got my replacement. She believes wholeheartedly that she's going to find my replacement. Because sometimes they'll be like that too until reality strikes and they don't find nobody. Or she just weird. These women be breaking their families up, man. All they had to do, this was crazy. You know I'm not going to change my mind about Arizona. All they had to do really was just follow. That's it. That's an easy job. She couldn't do it. Been talking about leaving me for years. And I'm like when I got mad at her, I was saying to her, I never cheated on you. I never beat you. I don't get where this coming from. I said, it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter because I'm going to tell y'all something, man. A lot of time people already be having their mind made up about you. This is one of the main reasons why I keep it real on all fronts. Because a lot of people be already having their mind made up about you. There ain't nothing you could do to change it. Some of our most fiercest arguments came after I did something for her. I kid you not. God honest truth. Most high honest truth. I just did something. And that's, you know what that is? That's ungratefulness. Like, it would have been a couple times, I already know where we headed. Money would come in. Boom, 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 boom. I split it with her. And she'll still say something like, well, how much was it? Or this, that, blah, blah, blah. But you know, when I say more cutthroat, I said, money come in now, I'm not sharing it with her. And I'm not telling her. Because she already looks at me like I ain't ish. So why would I be ish? Why would I, and why would you go out of your way to do for somebody that already made it up in their mind that you not shit? Excuse my language, man. I'm sorry. They already made it up in their mind, and I hope your family is watching. Cause the people be on the sideline, don't be knowing what's going on. Why do for somebody that look at you that way? So after that, it became even fiercer. I was like, zero, you getting $0. You getting $0. Zero. I was gonna buy her a car. I was gonna help her get a car before I leave. I was gonna help her get a car out of my settlement. But I ain't nothing, so why would I? This is what I always tell y'all. This is no matrix philosophy. What I look like doing for somebody that view me that way? And what does that say about how I view myself? If I do. She told me that she's gonna work. And I blew up, man. I was furious. I said, it was many times, all I needed was just a little help. Just a little help. Little help. Not even a lot, just a little. She couldn't do it. Just want to criticize me and tell me that I shouldn't quit jobs. that I shouldn't have did this and I shouldn't have did that. And even on some of those jobs, while I'm there, I was still struggling at times, man. Not every time, not all the time, but it was some times where them bills just be too high. And she couldn't, like I say, this is why we got to be more cutthroat with these women. She couldn't help me. And I look how long I've been doing for her. She couldn't help me, but some other dude will come along and now she talking about doing this to her body, working, all this other stuff. Y'all see what I'm talking about? And y'all dudes be trying to get on here because you got one good wife and you trying to act like all these other dudes' wives is good. Man, just stay off of, if that's how you feel, just stay out of red pill content. Don't watch me. Don't watch these other guys. Because you going to poison people. You going to have people having false expectations and hopes out of these relationships, not knowing that these women are ungrateful, unthankful. They love bomb you in the beginning. They freaky in the beginning. And then they just totally switch up on you, man. And then one little dude whose wife ain't did it yet, she might think he can speak for everybody else. That's why I tell y'all, do not talk about this at work. Because I'm telling you, your temper is going to flare if you see a dude trying to say, well, maybe you ain't doing this, or maybe you ain't doing that. Maybe you ain't laying the pipe right. Maybe she ain't letting you lay the pipe. Did anybody ever think about that? That's a whole nother issue. If you having sex with a woman and she always gives up, runs to the bathroom and comes back and go to sleep, how can you lay the pipe? Because if you only getting it every, like, let's say a guy only getting it once every 2 months, he gonna bust in 2 minutes flat or less. And she'll be saying, oh, he weak and all that. He gonna be too excited that he getting some. But let me see that same guy just getting it on a regular basis. And some of these guys, they mind program itself, I'm not performing, because they ain't ever get none. And then when they chance come, they can't. They've been watching porn and like that ain't gonna affect me. But some guys, like if they watch porn and they jagging too much, it'll affect their performance. It's all in the mind though, brothers. You gotta have a filthy mind. When your mind filthy enough, you gonna perform. Hey, listen, we ain't gotta talk about it. But I haven't been able to do even 10% of what I do and want to do. That's why I'm not trying to hear no church people trying to tell me how I should be sexually. You a phony. You a fraud. You probably one of them ones that really can't get it up. You eating the pig feet and all this other stuff too much. And your stomach look like a BBL. Hey, listen, my stomach ain't flat. I ain't saying, hey, listen, but I got to get on you for a second. You up there with a BBL on the front and the back, and you a man, and you trying to tell dudes how they should feel sexual. Man, I'll be out here practicing. Should I say something to her? I told y'all about Target. I don't know about your area. I was in Target yesterday. I had to do some work in Target. Dude, if you think you ain't got no pretty girls in your city, go to Target. Let's see. And then what's crazy about Milwaukee is some of the single mothers is baddies. But you already know they look like that. That dude gonna be trouble. He gonna be trying to fight, probably try to shoot you. He gonna be stuck on her. No woman worth that, man. And I can get women, so I don't have to go for somebody with 7, 8 kids. They even got grandkids. They even got 3 dogs. No, I can get women. That's for dudes that can't get women. They gotta mess with people they know, woman. You know that's his woman. You at a parade or a picnic or something, trying to get with somebody, woman that you know. You ain't got no game. You're horrible. And then dudes be talking about their job. I can't tell. Y'all got all the money in the world and y'all still got to deal with the sluttiest women, the most vulnerable. You look, some dudes can't get a good woman. They can't get women, period. So they got to go for the bitter one. Just trying to get revenge. Like dude, like I keep telling y'all about what just recently happened in Milwaukee. Clearly she was bitter against him to mess with his best friend. And these dudes keep falling for it because they too thirsty, they too simpy, and they can't get women. You can't get women. What does that say about me if I get with somebody's ex? It says that I can't get women. That's what it says. Like if I know the dude ex, she'll be trying to flirt with me. No, don't want you. Because for one, that's malicious. That's kind of like malicious. And for two, what does that say about me as a person? I'ma find the ones that all she got to do is tell me, oh yeah, I got a baby by him. Nope, you off the list. These dudes be weak like that. And then they keep trying to come on here. Let me tell you this one more time. In the presence of the Most High Creator, you cannot marry a woman who was already married, who left or got left because of her rebellion. That's adultery. You ain't got to believe it. Try it. Go ahead and do it. Let's see if I'm right. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. If I'm wrong, go ahead and do it. Let's see if the Most High agrees with me or you. Go do it. All you women wanting to jump ship, go do it. And let's see, oh, God is merciful. You singing, His mercy endure forever. And he looking at you like, looking right at your heart. He saw that adultery when it first got in there. That desire to commit adultery. And you, His mercy endure forever. Yeah, okay. Let me just rain on y'all parade, man. You can't, there's no forgiveness of sin for the intentional sinner. It's not. Once the Most High show you what to do and forgive you, that's grace. But if you always doing it, then what does that say about you? Because the Most High is all powerful. So if you was a crackhead and you got forgiven and delivered and you went back, what does that say? What does it say? See, people ain't preaching deliverance right. The Most High is all powerful. When he comes in, everything goes out. All that stuff, you cleanse from all that unrighteousness. So, of course, you're going to have inclinations of sin and even occasional times where you sin. But the Bible explains that it's the practice of sin that's going to get you sent to hell. So if you trying to live with somebody forever that you ain't even supposed to be living with, you practicing sin. You in sin. I told y'all, man. Out here, chick trying to come at me, and I vetted out, I heard that she was married. It's like, nah, I can't deal with you. Can't deal with you. Like, and if you say, if they were married, can't deal with you. Unless I could deal with a widow. As long as she was married once and that other husband ain't alive. If she had a husband and he died, you could deal with her. Y'all jumping ship, switching partners. That's horror. That's what whores do. Is it not? Is that not the same thing almost that a prostitute does? Only difference is the prostitute don't live with the John. The John give her the money and they both go their separate ways. But all you women, we finna talk about it. Ooh, we finna talk about it. And I know y'all scared. Y'all don't be wanting to show up. All of you women that get with a guy. You leave a guy because of his lack of money. You marry the next guy because of what he has, whether it's his job, whether it's his money, pension, whatever. You are a prostitute. Marriage can be sex work in some cases. See, you're dealing with the prophet. You dealing with the prophet. Hey, listen, you don't gotta see me that way. If you dump a guy because of what he doesn't have, and then you get with a guy because of what he has, you are no better than a stripper, a prostitute. You are a prostitute. You are a whore. Now, what you gonna say about that? Worry about yourself. That's all you can say. Dismissive. Instead of changing. Worry about yourself. I hear somebody with, how can a person hear except there be a preacher? Why are you still telling me to worry about myself? You ain't telling them preachers that only talk about money to worry about themselves. They preaching too. You telling me to worry about myself because you getting hit. That's why. You getting hit. And you can't hit back because you getting hit by the truth. Y'all think y'all can monkey bread, hypergamy, all of that stuff gonna have you in the lake of fire. That's why I said, you know what? I'm just gonna be more cutthroat. I'm finna get up out of there. I ain't gonna hold no grudge. I told her happy Mother's Day today. You know, I'm done. I'm done. But I'm finna be cutthroat. Super cutthroat. And one reason being because I tried to act like in so many words that I ain't ish. All the stuff I done did. It's stuff that she'll get fighting mad if I told y'all that I helped her. Physically. Literally. Physical help. But I ain't nothing though. I ain't nothing though. You treat me like I ain't nothing, I'm definitely cutthroat. You not a friend. You not a brother. You not a sister. You try to treat because I know I'm something. You try anybody. anybody try to act like I ain't nothing, like I don't know how to treat people, like I don't do nothing good in the world, man, you the ops. For real. For real. And I know where that's coming from. It ain't coming from the Most High. It's coming from the devil. I know the devil's moves about just as good as I know the Most High's moves. The devil be wanting to discredit people. Lie on them, anything that can be done. Just like I told y'all, how she was saying, my next husband ain't gonna drink or smoke. And that made me mad because I was like, I don't smoke. But I got mad because everybody in my house know that when I drink because I'm happy. And when I drink, I'm even more fun. I'm always fun. It ain't no fighting or none of that, long as don't nobody mess with me or say nothing crazy to me. But to say that, I told her, I said, you finna try to play the victim. You finna spin some stuff. I knew it. Because if he acts like me when he drinks, what difference would it make? I ain't even been drinking because I ain't even been in that mood. I drink when I'm in a good mood. I ain't even really been in the best mood, man. Like, I don't let stuff bother me like that, but I ain't been in the best mood. Because I know that I'm finna be leaving my kids. I ain't got no choice. It'd either be a simp, a sucker, lay down, wait till she actually does some crazy stuff, or leave. That's my only options. Because if you try to stay with a woman that don't love you, don't respect you, eventually she's going to do something extremely drastic and she going to blame you. It's your fault. It's your fault I messed with him. It's your fault I had sex with him. You wasn't doing this. You wasn't doing that. Can't no woman say when she commits an act of sin and sexual immorality that it was anything with that man, because the Bible tell you plain as day that you supposed to be winning men over with your behavior. 1 Peter chapter 3. Now, if you don't believe the scripture, then okay. That's clarity. But the Bible that told you that if you think your husband ain't right, that you're supposed to win him over with your behavior. Be subject to your own husband. These dudes' wives be submissive towards everybody but them. All the guys at work think she a good woman. But then she come home and she talking slick. Not having sex, half cleaning, half cooking. Flirting with the mailman. Flirting with the Amazon guy. Flirting with the pizza guy that he didn't even have to call. They will call me just so they be on the phone. These dudes gonna keep saying something to you if they think they can get you. So when you see a dude trying to talk to your wife or your girl that's been doing it, you gotta question her before you question him. You gotta figure out if it's because of her that he's doing that. This stuff ain't just start, y'all. It was a dude on Facebook that I remember his name too, Steve Trucker. I used to go on her page and just read. I'm like, why is she